Hello again, this is Joanna from Joanna the Medium, and these are going to be messages for May 2016. First and foremost, I wanted to say thank you so much for tuning in and for watching, subscribing, and sharing. Thank you so much for your comments. I really appreciate them, and I want to make sure that every month I say how appreciative I am of you watching these, because without you, at the end of the day, you know, there's no point for me doing this. My May readings are a little bit late. My apologies. I have been trying to find the time to make them happen and to produce them, and it's just been a crazy April. And speaking of April, April has been a very transformative month. I do believe I mentioned this in April readings, but my understanding is that May is supposed to be a lot more peaceful, with a lot more pieces of the puzzle coming together, allowing you to feel much more at peace than you have been in the last 3 or 4 months. So I guess since the beginning of the new year. Please keep in mind, these are general readings. If you would like a private reading pertaining especially to you, or if you want to connect with a loved one, you can reach me at info@joannathemedium.com, and we can schedule an appointment via Skype, phone, or FaceTime, or if you're in town, in person. If these don't make sense to you, if your sun sign doesn't make sense to you, please look at your other signs, your rising sun and your moon sign, as I'm finding through your comments that some months, some of these make more sense to you than other times. So it'll help to create a much clearer picture of what's happening with you. Without further ado, let's proceed with May 2016, and I will see you shortly. And again, thank you so much for tuning in again. See you in a moment. Hello and welcome back, and this is going to be a reading for Aquarius for the month of May 2016. Just like the last couple of times, excuse me, I'm going to ask my guide for any messages before I go through the cards and flip them over. So let me see what he has for you for the month of May. Peace of mind and creativity is pivotal to the work that is in front of you. Freedom of thought is also being shown to me, and freedom of expression is being shown to me as a significant component. Month of May is a month of new beginnings in many ways, but especially in a way you think about yourself and how you think outside the box. And what I'm being shown is a person who, and this is a metaphor, a person who is in a confined area and they decide to move beyond the parameters or the walls of the confined area, and all of a sudden they realize they can see so much more and so much more clearly. And because of that, a lot of worries just dissipate. A month of May is a month of freedom for you guys, Aquarius. And it's freedom of thought. Well, that's certainly conducive with peace of mind or peace. So let's go through the cards, and hopefully the cards will also corroborate that message, which I always find very special. The first card we have, let me just hold it for you. First and foremost, look at the color. It is bright pink. To me, in this particular reading at this moment, it represents love. Love for self. Now, this particular card has nothing to do with love for self, but I'm being asked to bring this up as a piece of information that is inherently important to this reading. And you from the sign of Aquarius for the month of May. This is a card of destiny or wheel of fortune. 1 and 0 is 1. It is a new beginning. So this is a card of new beginnings. This is a card of things going your way. It's a card, it's a major arcana card, and it is a card that is significant of major growth that has taken place. And because of it, things are going to finally go your way. It is also significant, it's also signifying to me that for the last little while, things were touch and go. That's the word I want to say. And I see that whoever you are, you've been trying your best, and it just wasn't working out. I'm not seeing anything in particular. This is situational, or it could be general. This could signify something at work. It could signify in a relationship. It could signify in a family. But this is a card that is predominantly speaking of what is happening within you. This is a time of growth for you, but it's also a time of rewards. So, beautiful beginning. That is absolutely perfect. I love when that happens. Now, influences. We have the card called Disruption, another major arcana. And this is a man who is depicted as being sliced into pieces, signifying he is not at peace and he's not whole. This is where you come from, and this is what you felt prior to the wheel of fortune turning your way. So remember when I was saying that you've been trying and things were just not going your way? The card is very significant of that. It shows that's exactly what you felt. That's in the past. Let's look up towards the future. The card is called Passion Ignited. This is a card pertaining to your passions. It is a spiritual aspect of you or your spirit. But it was shown to me in reverse. I'm just going to hold it this way. So I have to go and ask my guide what this means. Okay, and what he's saying to me, that's very interesting. What he's saying to me, all of a sudden, what I said before the cards, it's starting to make sense to me. What he's saying to me that despite the fact that things are going finally your way, despite the fact that you've worked so hard and now you're able to see the hard work is finally paying off, yet there is some part of you that still feels like something is missing. So I want to see why this is. What is going on here? What is it? If you have everything that you want, or if things are looking up, what is that one thing that's still missing? Let's see. The card that signifies the reason behind all of this, or what is blocking subconsciously you feeling like everything is great. The card is called Choose Wisely. Perhaps there are too many choices and you don't know what to pick. And because of those choices, you feel ill-equipped to move forward, indecisive or unable to move forward. That could signify why there is still something missing here. If you can't choose and if you can't make a choice, that will stop you from grabbing that which you want so badly, whatever that is, whether it be a relationship, whether it be monetary, financial, freedom or gain recognition, whatever the situation may be. What I'm also being shown is these choices, although they may represent choices in a physical aspect that are in front of you, I want to say that these choices are things within you. And what I mean by that is choosing within yourself which direction you are going to move in emotionally. What emotion do you choose? How do you want to feel? Do you want to feel miserable or do you want to feel happy? If you want to feel happy, what choices and decisions do you have to make in order to feel that? Now, I would say most of us do not choose to be miserable, yet we make choices that make us feel miserable. So if you are not feeling content right now, despite the fact that you seem to have everything you've ever wanted, or despite the fact that things are going your way, if you're still feeling that there is something not there, perhaps you need to look deep within and figure out what it is that's making you unhappy. Because it's certainly not going to be anything from the outside that's going to fulfill this. It's very much about making a choice of how you want to feel. Once you make that choice, you have to then choose accordingly what your behavior is going to be to allow you to feel the thing or the emotion you are choosing to feel. So if you choose to be happy, for an example, you will have to act accordingly. In other words, don't choose the things that brought you unhappiness. Choose something different. And if this is about relationship, choose a different partner. Don't fall into the old same trap. If it's a different job that you're trying to find fulfilling, look for something different. Because it's almost like you're following the wrong feeling. Not that feelings are wrong. You're following an emotion that ultimately doesn't bring you happiness. Or you're following, maybe it's not emotion that you're following. You are choosing actions that make you feel in a certain way that is not congruent with what you want. Hence why there's something missing. Okay? Basically what I'm saying is you have to find that something from within you. It has to be that way. Now the potential of all of this, I have to say this is a bit of a complicated reading, and I'm hoping that you will understand what Spirit is trying to say to this. It is very empowering nonetheless. It is very empowering. The potential of all this is this. Love begins. Oops, no glare here. In a traditional tarot deck, I believe this is called the Ace of Cups. It is emotional renewal. When you look deep inside and you choose how you want to live and you behave and take actions accordingly, the potential of this is emotional renewal, which is akin to new beginnings emotionally. So what I find it interesting is you have two emotional cards, you have two major arcana, and then you have a card that represents your spirituality. Seemingly you have everything that you wanted or you've worked so hard for right at your doorsteps. Now that doesn't happen before. You've worked towards it very hard, yet there's still something missing. If something is missing, you gotta go deep inside and figure out, what is that? Maybe you're chasing your tail. Maybe you're chasing things that ultimately don't bring you the joy that you were looking for. In which case, you have to examine the direction and choose and act accordingly. And when you do that, emotional renewal is assured to you. Let me see if there's anything additional messages that he wants me to pass on to you. Believe in yourself as much as you believe in others. And when he says this to me, there's a feeling that there's an aspect of you that doesn't feel very confident. Now, whoever I'm speaking to is evident to me that that's not something an outsider would be able to see. It is only something that you feel and hide very well. It is also a message for someone who, despite the outside appearances of having it all, is someone who feels very alone. This may be situational. This may be a pattern. This may be something that has been with you for a while, or something, or a situation that kind of contributed to you feeling this way. Whatever this is, you've got to change what's within. You've got to examine your emotions, because it is only then that you will be able to set yourself free. And he's reminding me how at the very beginning he gave me an image of someone being in a box and then stepping outside of those walls, and all of a sudden this person was able to see so much clearly and so much wider, having such a wider perspective. That's the work you have to do. And he's saying to me that it is precisely that work within you that will allow you to have the freedom and a peace of mind that you so deeply yearn for. Nothing financial or nothing from the outside will ever give you a peace of mind if that peace of mind does not come from within. I hope this was helpful. My computer is about to die, so I will have to finish for now. Please let me know if this makes sense to you. Another one of the very powerful readings. Even though May is supposed to be very peaceful, I do sense that this peace comes with very powerful transformation or realization. And what I'm beginning to notice, that every reading that I have done so far, it is all about a deeper contemplation, going within and finding that peace within. But peace can only be found from within. Nothing outside will ever give us peace. We can be amongst the chaos, most incredible chaos, but if we can find peace of mind within, we can still feel safe to some degree. I know some of you will disagree. Just contemplate on that, okay? On a flip side, there could be peace around us, yet we can feel very unsafe and conflicted. It's the same message. I wish you best of luck. I wish you peaceful month of May, and I look forward to giving you a reading again in June. Until then, I look forward to seeing you, yes, but I hope you have a great month. Thank you so much.